सलाम अलैकुम ताता जी।
चाचे ਨੂੰ ਸਲਾਮ ਬਾਅਦ ਚ ਕਰੀ, ਪਹਿਲੇ ਦੱਸ ਅੱਜ ਡੱਕਾ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਲੱਗਾ?
नहीं होया तो चेंज ते थुरू थुरू तो थोड़ी ठंड थी ते लड़तियां दे हाथ नहीं थुले, बाद थोड़ी धुप लगी ते सैट होता है। दरअसल सादे अद्धे थलारी थोलल पैनल लैदे है
ਤੇ ਅੱਜ ਫਿਰ ਤੇਰੀ ਬੈਟਰੀ ਕਿਉਂ ਡਾਊਨ ਹੋਈ ਸੀ?
तो ही नहीं हरे बंदे दा हर बंदा मजाक करदा, तुसी भी तार लिया ते 30 होया। वैसे तारे जे तमंतर जेड़े है ना, तमंतरी तारदे तारदे भला 30 ते आ जांदे है। वाट अ गुड शॉट, ग्रेट फुटवर्क, कोई दवाई लिया दो यार, मेरे ढिड च पीड़ होंदी है।
सरफराज मजाक अपनी जगह ते फाइनल हार के तेरे ढिड च पीड़ हुई है?
नहीं अलहमदुलिल्लाह, मैनू ऐसी कोई तकलीफ नहीं हुई, बल्कि खुशी हुई है कि साडा फोसर मिसबा जित गया। ते रह दी तप दी दल ते ओहदे नाल बंदा सैल्फियां बना सकदा, तेरा ता पी सकदा है।
ओए ए इजाज होंदा तीन बाह वाले कीपर।
अच्छा अच्छा, पहले दसना दी, पहले तू सुता सी?
नहीं मैं तो नहीं सी सुता, लगदा तानू अज नींद आई सी। फाइनल च होशोवास कायम करके खेडीदा हुंदा।
हाँ ते थे ते ही इत्थों 73 थोर बनाया, उत्थे थतोर बहुत ते कहरा मेरा फूफी दा पुत बैठा सी।
Well fielded. Now they want Mark Waugh off the ground, and I think my reaction, I've got to say, was that Mark Waugh was out. Lehman has left. Will they call for a replay here?
I agree totally. My initial reaction was that Darren Lehman had gone past Mark Waugh, and Ganguly's quite right to ask, but I guess once the umpires made a decision, Tendulkar, Ganguly, they're all saying, hey, and Mark Waugh's getting involved in the conversation. If I were Mark Waugh, I'd be walking well away from this conversation, because he can only lose. If they call for the third umpire, I would suggest that Mark Waugh is in trouble. Now, the umpires are going to confer whether they can actually call for the replay, Green.
Well, I mean, the object of the exercise here should be to get it right. This is actually a very significant point. It looks as if they're going to ask for it. There's been no signal here. So it may well be that we as a television company will be asked to supply some replays if possible here. Bear in mind that we haven't got any pictures or any cameras exactly square. We've got them in line with the stumps for the runouts. And this is where sometimes it's just a little bit unfair, where we're expected to be the adjudicator here. This could be significant, as David Hooks pointed out. He did say that if Lehman was joined by a new batsman, well, then it could make a bit of a difference. And Mark Waugh, however, is still out there. Now then, did they cross? Now, you've got to get two things. You've got to bear two things in mind here. Where were the batsmen at the time the bails were taken off? So here we go. Waugh says no. Waugh, oh, he does go past him. He does go past him. Well, just looking at that replay, I would say Waugh went past him. This could be interesting. Lehman may have to come all the way back out here. Waugh was at him and said, no, I didn't go past him. So, well, the Indians come into play there, and they say, I want a replay. That's the Indian captain. Now, this is from sideways on. This will tell us the story. Here goes Lehman. The question is, what happens? We see the bails. The bails go off. There's no batsman in play there. There's no doubt someone's out. Well, let's have a look if this angle gives us anything. Your view, David?
Oh, look, Mark Waugh, from the naked eye, he went past. And in this situation, from this angle here, will tell you that Mark Waugh has gone past. Now, whether he thinks it is a two-dimensional picture with a three-dimensional situation, that may be the only thing. But look at the shadow of Lehman will tell you. The shadow of Lehman, and Mark Waugh has clearly gone past that shadow. So that's why Mark Waugh, I felt, had to stay out of the argument. Darren Lehman, very much a team-orientated decision. He's just walked straight off.
Yes, I think that's what he's done. But I think you're looking at the shadows there. Let's just watch the ball come in. This is going backwards. Now we've got to go forwards and just have a look to see exactly where they get to here. Now the ball's coming in. Watch the shadows. They equal there. And do they go on? A little bit further on. The ball's coming in. Mark Waugh now into a position where his legs come together. There's no doubt in my mind that Mark Waugh is the man out there looking at it that angle. Very close, mind you.
Well, pretty tough for the third umpire to make it definitive with the angle of parallax law. I guess he had to make that decision, but it looked as though he'd gone past. And, well, Darren Lehmann has done the absolute right thing. He just scooted off the ground. We should mention also that the umpires in the middle didn't make the third umpire signal. Really, did they? They just picked up their walkie-talkies.
Well, I mean, sure, they didn't make the signal, but they did ask the third umpire. There's no doubt about that.
Just a single it should be. 72 they put on. Dwayne Smith. Oh, there's a run out. Surely, what is happening here? He needs to pull the stump out. This is a comedy of errors. Record this, guys, if you're at home when the replay comes along, and play it 100 times and you won't stop laughing. Not if you're Mahendra Singh Dhoni. They had, I think, at least 4 opportunities to run Dwayne Smith out. Right now, there's going to be an overthrow. That's fielding lapse number 1. There it is. Now, someone says no. And there he is. He misses it once. Now he's already broken the stump. So the fielder coming in has now got to pull the stump out. And it goes between his legs. This is a serious international level cricket. Can you believe all that?
A Trevor Chappell impersonation to bring the house down here at this tour opener. The stage is made for Billy Bowden. It has been that sort of night. Nearly as famous as many years ago with a smile.
Oh, problem, huge problem here. Tendulkar, well, he might still be in. This is absolute circus out there. There is an absolute circus. Take a breath, everyone, because you're going to have to see this in slow motion.
Here's the last ball.
In the air, he doesn't get it. They've gone for 1, they'll come for 2, there's an invasion, and the return comes in. Madness here at border. Absolute chaos. Someone's going to get injured out there. They're harassing the players. This is dangerous now for the players in the middle. Somebody snatched a bat. The police are out there surrounding Steve Waugh. He's been jostled and pushed.
Now this is close. A definite run out here. In fact, Inzamam's going to the other end. And he might just be saved here. But the third umpire will be called for. Now what will be interesting to see is when the ball hit the stumps on the full, it might just be a case that both the batsmen have not made their ground.
I didn't think either batsman was in at the non-striker's end. Inzamam had moved out of his crease. I'm not sure why he hadn't gone back to his crease. Yusuf Yohana suddenly decided that he was going. Sabah Karim's throw is hit. Now, one of them's got to be out. But I don't think he's called for the third umpire.
Now that's really surprising. I think Inzamam is out here.
I'm not too sure about the law, but I have a sneaking feeling that Inzamam might be the one to go.
Yes, just seeing from that angle, Ian, I think I might have to change my mind, because you can't see Yohana really crossing Inzamam. From this angle, you feel that he's crossed him. Now the batsmen have to cross. Now if Yohana has crossed Inzamam, and the third umpire sees it. Now this will give you a clear picture. He hasn't really crossed Inzamam from this angle. His bat's still behind Inzamam's, and the ball hits the stumps there.
Okay, now they got the problem. He flashes up the light, but who's going to go? Because that won't tell the umpire out in the middle which one's got to go.
Yes, he's going to tell the third umpire. In fact, the third umpire will have a chat with Peter Manuel and tell him that Johanna is out. Now, these are situations you don't see often on a cricket ground. Both batsmen running towards the same end. One angle giving you an impression that Johanna had not crossed Inzamam. Another angle tells you something different. But the third umpire has made his decision. One batsman had to go, that was for sure. Johanna has to pay the price for it.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.